for me, music is a way of living. It's an expression. It's kind of an oxygen for me, and because as you know, uh, I've learned to live with music, and generally with any art form. I have a special place for music in my heart, in my mind, and especially in my life. So it wasn't a difficult choice when I was thinking what I was going to do, either for a living or when I would grow up. Before COVID, obviously, I was fortunate enough to do some gigs, more specifically in pubs, but also in arranging wedding anniversaries, or brunches. Especially for the past 3 years, I would usually work for cafes, bars, but also with organizing bands, either big or small, um, and also, as I said before, releasing my own compositions, my own music, and trying to bring them out either by online or by the gigs that I had. I'm a music educator as well, and I'm teaching piano and music theory the past 3 years, which again, this has severely affected what I do. I mean, even now with online classes, it's not the same. Starting from gigs, there aren't any anymore. I mean, even in summer, in 2020, before this new wave, we had the chance to do some gigs, but not much, and that was in Cyprus. Well, as a true believer in music, I truly believe that someday, somehow, we're going to return to the situations that it were before COVID. I mean, I can't imagine that we can stay all the way through via online, everything. I mean, from gigs to festivals to even music teaching. On the other hand, I can stress the idea that all these things happening online are really encouraging in a way that music didn't stop and shouldn't be. So in a way, this is encouraging, but it doesn't need to be or to stay online. Surely, when things become better, we are going to return to how we used to party or anything, how we used to arrange concerts and all this kind of stuff. In terms of the music industry, it's going to be really difficult. It's going to take some time to return to what we are used to, because theaters and event places have lost a ton of money, and hopefully governments will encourage them to continue. Otherwise, I don't know whether we are going to make all these concerts.
I think music has a lot of uses, but I think for me in particular, it acts as an amplifier to what you're feeling at that particular moment. And for example, if I'm feeling happy, I put a more upbeat song and I jam to it, I dance to it. But if I'm feeling a bit low, then I put maybe like a bit of Adele on. I'll put a song that's a bit more somber, and it sort of gets me where I need to be. Last year in March, I was supposed to go and see Post Malone in Hyde Park, but that got cancelled. Going to a concert and even just being around people you love with some music, it's a happy place to be. It's nothing that can set you back or make you feel bad. It's always a good place to be. You can't describe the feelings you have when you go to a concert. It's all about the vibe you have at the place. You know, you go there with some friends, you go, you listen to your favorite artist, and it's just the atmosphere that it creates when you're with people who think like you, who have the same taste as you, and you go and you just spend all night dancing to music. It's different when it's via a screen and you're sitting in your bedroom and you're listening to someone who you really admire, but it's not the same. I think for me, it needs to be in a special environment. This year, I think I've listened to more music than I have any other year. Sorry, 2020. You know that thing that they do on Spotify where they sort of record how long you listen to and everything? Well, for 2020, I had 38,000 minutes streamed on Spotify. And that was like almost double of 2019.